Welcome sa E-SKUL ng Bayan. Andito ako para samahan kayong mag-review. Tara, aral!
Okay, this is Introduction to Algebra. So, this is an example of an algebraic expression. Kung napanood niyo yung video ko on translating words to algebraic expression and equations, in-explain ko din yung difference between expressions and equations. Okay, so basically, kapag may expression ka, wala kang equal sign compared to when you have equations. Okay? So, i-define lang muna natin yung mga terms na gagamitin natin as we go on sa lessons natin sa algebra. This is very important kasi mamaya iba pala yung understanding nyo ng certain terms kaya hindi tayo nakakaintindihan. So, let's start with a simple one, yung tinatawag natin na constant. So, a constant is any real number. Okay? So, in this case, it's number 4. So, number 4 is a constant. Wala siya kasamang variables. Now, what is a variable? A variable is a letter that represents a number. Ano naman yung coefficient of other factors? So, when we say coefficient, yung general definition nito is it's a factor of a product. So, for example, if we have 4x squared y, pwede nating sabihin na ang coefficient of y is 4x squared. Okay? In the same way, pwede din natin sabihin na ang 4y is a coefficient of x squared. Okay? And lastly, if we have negative 3y cubed, pwede natin sabihin na ang negative 3 is a coefficient of y cubed. Okay? Alam ko, marami bilang magtatanong, ha ma'am, akala ko pag sinabi mo coefficient, constant lang yan. So this is the general definition when they say coefficient. Ano naman yung constant coefficient? Ito yung most na alam natin na definition ng coefficient, di ba? Yung constant coefficient. When we say constant coefficient, nagre-refer lang tayo sa constant part ng ating term. Okay? So in this case, pagdating sa 4x squared y, ang ating constant coefficient is 4. Okay? Pagdating naman dito sa negative 3y cubed, ang ating constant coefficient would be negative 3. Pagdating sa future lessons natin, gagamitin natin yung term as na coefficient to refer to our constant coefficient. Okay? So when I say coefficient, ang minimin ko lang yung mga constant na coefficient. And pagdating naman dito, ang itatawag natin sa ating coefficient of other factors would be factors lang. Okay, nakuha naman. Binigay ko lang yung technical definition niya, pero during our discussion, ito yun. Coefficients would be 4 and negative 3, plus factors, syempre, ano ba yung lesson natin sa factors? Yun yung minumultiply mo to get your product. So in this case, ang factors natin ng 4x squared y could be 4x squared. Pwede rin 4x. Pwede rin x squared lang. Okay? Now, let's talk about algebraic expression. When you have an algebraic expression, it's either a constant, a variable, or a combination of a constant and variables. Okay? Na may finite number of indicated operations. So, like in this one, we have 4x squared y minus 3y cubed plus 4. Okay? So, this is an example of an algebraic expression. Nakakasunod pa naman ba? Anyone? Nakakasunod pa naman? Okay, before we talk about polynomials, this is an example of a polynomial. Before we talk about polynomial, i-discuss muna natin yung laws of exponent. So, kung medyo hindi nakaka-follow sa ibang laws of exponents, wag mo na masyadong i-mind. Wag mo na masyadong i-mind kasi yung mga first 3 lang naman dito yung important talaga for now. Okay? And i-mention ko lang ulit yun kapag relevant. So, when we have exponents, for example, we have 3 squared, or 3 raised to 2, or 3 to the power of 2 equal to 9. Okay? So, ano yung exponent na, ito lang naman yung ways to read this one. 3 to the second power, 3 squared, or 3 raised to 2. Okay, so ang 3 natin, yan ang tinatawag natin na base. And our exponent is 2. So, ang 3 squared, in other words, 3 times 3 lang yun, di ba? So, ang 9 natin would be our product. So, in general, if we have a raised to n, is equal to B, ito ang mga parts niya. We have your base A, exponent N, and product B. Okay? So, important na familiar kayo para kapag sabi ko, so ano yung base? Dapat pareho yung base, etc., etc. Alam niyo kung ano yung nire-refer ko. So, this is the base, the exponent, and your product. So, the first law of exponent, we have here x raised to m times x raised to n is equal to x raised to m plus n. Okay? So, ang sinasabi lang nito, if meron kang parehong base, in this case, ang base natin is x, parehong x. Kung i-multiply mo silang dalawa, ang exponent nila is, i-add mo lang. Okay? Nakuha ba to? Let's try some examples. So, if we have, for example, 2 raised to 2 times 2 raised to 3, that's just equal to 2 raised to 3 plus 2 or 2 raised to 5. Okay, sandali, may nag-chat. Gets naman po. Okay? So, ipapakita ko lang na totoo naman yung sinasabi ng law of exponents. So, here, let's try to answer this ng hindi ginagawa or hindi ina-apply yung law of exponent number 1. Okay, so 2 raised to 2, that's 4. 2 raised to 3, that's 8. 4 times 8 is equal to 32. Okay. How about 2 raised to 5? So we have 2 times 2, that's equal to 4. Times 2, that's equal to 8. Times 2, that's equal to 16. And lastly, times 2, that's equal to 32. So let's check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So 2 raised to 5 is indeed pareho lang sa 2 raised to 2 times 2 raised to 3. Okay, so how about if you have this? X squared times x. This is equal to, pareho sila ng base, parehong x yung base. So x raised to 2
X cubed.
1 or x cubed. Okay? Madali lang naman, di ba? How about if we have x squared times y times x? Okay. So, by commutative property of multiplication, pwede natin siya isulat as x squared times x times y. Di ba? Hindi nagmamatter yung order. Okay, so, yung y, x, magkaiba sila ng base, di ba? Kasi nga, x yung variable mo dito, y. So, yung y mo, mamaintain mo lang siya kasi isa lang naman yung y mo dyan. So, itong x squared times x would become x, 2, plus kapag wala nakasulat, ibig sabihin lang yan, 1 ha. So, 2 plus 1, magiging 3 times y. Okay? Or kung makikita nyo, ganito yan sinusulat. X cubed y. Okay? Naka-follow naman. So, yung parehong base lang, yun lang yung i-add mo yung exponents kapag nagmo-multiply ka. Okay. Now, let's go back to our PowerPoint. Next would be if we have x raised to m is over x raised to n is just equal to x raised to m minus n. Okay? So, parang similar lang siya sa kanina, pero this time, isa-subtract mo yung exponent nila. Exponent ng numerator minus exponent ng denominator. So, let's try para sa mga hindi pa ito nakukuha or hindi na pagdaanan. If you have x raised to 3 over x, equal lang yan sa x raised to 3 minus, ano exponent ng x? 1, okay? Again, pag walang may nakasulat, 1 lang yan. X squared, okay? How about if you have x cubed times y squared over y? Okay, hindi na natin gagalawin yung x cubed kasi wala namang x sa baba. So, x cubed times y, we have 2 minus 1, that's equal to x cubed y. Okay? So, for example, paano naman kung mas malaki yung nasa baba? So, if you have x squared, over x raised to 4, that's equal to x raised to 2 minus 4. So always numerator minus denominator. Exponent ng numerator minus exponent ng denominator. That's equal to x raised to negative 2. Okay, mamaya makikita nyo, isa sa mga laws ng exponents would tell us that kapag negative siya, ibig sabihin lang yan, nasa baba siya. 1 over x is to 2. Okay? So another way to think about it, xm x raised to n and xm raised to is parang nagka-cancel tayo ng factors. So what do I mean by that? If I have x squared, x raised to 4 over x, yung x raised to 4 ko is just equal to x times x times x times x all over x. Okay? So dahil may common factors tayo, pwede nating i-cancel. You will be left with x times x times x or x raised to 3. Okay? Nakuha ba to? Naka-follow naman ko paano yung pag nagka-cancel ka. Okay? So in the same way, if we have x cubed, y squared, z, all over z raised to 4 times y. Paano natin to isi-simplify? Okay. Yung x cubed, wala namang x sa baba, so x cubed pa rin siya. If we look at y, we have y sa taas and then y sa baba. Okay? So, i-compare nyo, ano yung merong mas mataas na exponent? Itong nasa taas, di ba? So, nasa taas pa rin yung y. Now, ano yung exponent ng y? 2 minus 1 or 1. Okay? So, how about z? Pag titignan natin yung z, we have z here sa taas and then z raised to 4 sa baba. Ano yung merong mas mataas na exponent? Itong nasa baba. So, ibig sabihin, nasa baba pa rin ng z. Okay? Pero ano yung exponent niya? This time, instead of saying 1 minus 4, dahil nasulat na natin siya sa baba, isa-subtract lang natin sila, then get the absolute value. So, 4 minus 1 or 1 minus 4, absolute value of that would be 3. Okay? So, our final answer here is x cubed, y raised to 1 over, hindi na natin kailangan isulat yung 1. Over z cubed. Okay? Naka-follow ba?
Yes.
Okay, sige nga. May nagsasagot ba?
Yes po.
Okay, let's answer. For number 1, okay, meron tayong dalawang z sa taas, so i-multiply na natin sila. Z raised to 1 times z raised to 3. Again, i-add ang exponent. Okay? Kapag nagmo-multiply. So, makukuha natin is z raised to 4. Y sa taas, wala namang y sa baba. So, copy lang natin. Over 2x squared. Wala rin namang x sa taas. Okay? So, for number 1, we have z raised to 4 times y over 2x squared. How about number 2? Okay. So, meron tayong 3 dito. May constant tayo, 3 and 6. Pareho silang divisible by 3, so i-cancel natin yan. This becomes 1, and this becomes 2. Ito no. Okay, so na-cancel na natin tong 3 and so meron tayong 1 sa taas, huwag na natin isulat, kasi multiplication lang naman to. Then may 2 tayo sa baba. How about z? Wala namang z sa baba, so mamaintain yung z cubed. How about y? If you have y sa taas, meron kang y dito sa baba. Compare natin. Ano yung may mas malaking exponent? We have y raised to 4. So, ibig sabihin, nasa baba yung ating y dito. Okay? Subtract natin 4 minus 1, we will get 3. Okay? Naka-follow pa dito. How about, ano pang kulang? X. Okay? So, wala namang x sa taas. So, mamaintain lang na may x ka sa baba. The final answer would be z cubed over 2y cubed x. Okay? Tama naman ba? How about number 3? So, for number 3, pareho tayo may 12 sa taas. So, i-cancel na natin yan. Okay. Sa taas, meron tayong x squared times x. Multiplying this 2, we will get x raised to 3 or x cubed. Y squared sa taas, may y sa baba. So, isa-subtract natin sila. Saan mo pupunta yung y? Sa taas pa rin kasi mas malaki yung exponent dito. So, we have y. Sa baba, meron tayong z. Wala namang z sa taas. So, mamamaintain lang yung z na nasa baba. Our final answer would be x cubed y over z. Okay, naka-follow naman ba? Mag-exercises na lang rin tayo dito. So, yung mga next, hindi ko na i-discuss or mag-examples kasi hindi pa natin siya kailangan. So, ito, medyo kailangan. I don't know sa examples mamaya. But, if you have x raised to m, tapos yung buong yon is raised to another power, n, equal lang yun sa x raised to m times n. Okay, guys? Take note ha, nagmo-multiply ka dito. Okay, m times n kapag ganito. How about this one? Kaya na sinabi ko kanina, if may negative exponent ka, equal lang yun sa 1 over x raised to positive nung exponent na yon. Okay? Or opposite sign ng exponent na yon. So if you have x raised to negative 1, equal lang yun sa 1 over x. Bali, gagawin mo lang positive yung exponent niya, tapos nasa baba siya or denominator siya. Okay, how about this one? Parang similar lang to sa kanina, di ba? Kanina, wala ka lang y raised to n. But this time, if you have y raised to n, parang i-distribute mo lang tong a mo papunta sa m and n. You will multiply it. So you will get x raised to m times a times y raised to n times a. Okay, take note ha, nagmumultiply kapag ganito yung itsura. Hindi ka nag-a-add, magkaiba sila. Hindi pa naman ito kailangan ngayon. So, similarly, ganun din kapag meron kang dalawang exponents na nagde-divide ka. So, x raised to m over y raised to n. Tapos kapag yung buong fraction na yun, i-raise mo to power of a, i-distribute mo lang yung power of a. I-multiply mo siya sa m and n. Okay, balikan nyo na lang yung mga ganito pag hindi nakakasunod. So, if you have a fraction na exponent, yung numerator niya would be yung exponent ng root ng x mo. Okay? So, a root of x raised to m. Ganun lang ibig sabihin nun. So, for example, if you have, okay, may nagtanong, if may coefficient daw ba, i-distribute din sa coefficient? I-compare natin ha, kasi depende siya kung yung exponent na yon is power din nung iyong coefficient. So, what do I mean by that? If I have 2 times x squared raised to 2, yung 2 na to is, dito mo lang ibibigay. So, 2x raised to 4. But if we have 2x raised to 2, then ito, ibibigay natin sa both. So, you will have 2 raised to 2 times x raised to 2 or 4x squared. Alright. Another example. If we have 3x squared raised to 3, ito, i-distribute natin sa exponent ng 3 and sa exponent ng 2. Ano yung exponent ng 3? May imaginary na 1 dyan. Okay? Kaya nagiging 3 raised to 3 times x raised to 6. So, this is equal to 27 x raised to 6. Okay, nasagot ko ba yung tanong mo, Daniel? So, be careful sa mga ganito. Kasi dapat alam mo kung kailan siya power or exponent ng iyong mga base. So, dito sa naunang example, hindi siya power nung 2 ha, kasi nasa labas yung 2. Now, going back, okay, last one would be x raised to 0 is equal to 1. So, kahit gaano pa yan kalaking number, o kahit gaano pa yan ka-complicated na polynomial or algebraic expression, kapag yung buong bagay na yon is raised to 0, the answer will always be 1. So, balik na tayo sa discussion kanina ng polynomial. So, when we talk about polynomials, yung polynomials is an algebraic expression. So, take note, hindi lahat ng algebraic expression is polynomial ha, pero yung mga polynomials natin is a kind ba? A type? I don't know ano yung tamang term. It's an algebraic expression. dapat yung exponents mo sa polynomials or whole numbers and then wala kang variable sa denominator mo. So, example would be 4x squared y minus 3y cubed plus 4. So, this is an example of a polynomial. And this one, example din siya ng polynomial. Ibig sabihin lang yan, ang coefficient ng x squared mo is 4 over 5, ang coefficient ng y mo is 2 over 5. Okay? So, dapat wala kang variable sa denominator. Again, ano yung variables natin? Yung letters natin na nagre-represent ng numbers. Okay, so term of a polynomial. So, a term of a polynomial can be a constant, o kaya naman ito ay constant multiplied by a variable or variables. So, for example, dito, sa unang example natin na 4x squared y minus 3y cubed plus 4, meron tayong tatlong terms. Itong 4, which is a constant. Itong 4x squared y, which is a constant times variables x squared and y, x and y, sorry. And then itong 3y cubed na constant and then multiplied by variables y times y times y. Can you give an example po ng algebraic expression na hindi polynomial? Kapag meron kang radicals. Radicals are not polynomials. So for example, square root of x plus 2. Square root of x plus 2 is not a polynomial. It's an algebraic expression, pero hindi siya polynomial. Nasagot ko ba, JD? Kasi again, ang definition ng polynomial is dapat whole number ang iyong exponent. Okay? So 0 or positive integers lang. JD, did I answer your question? Okay, so ang tanong niya, example ng algebraic expression na hindi polynomial. This one. X plus. Okay? This is an algebraic expression, pero hindi siya polynomial. This one, it's an algebraic expression, pero hindi rin siya polynomial. Okay? Nakuha na ba? Alright, so this one, meron tayong dalawang terms. Kaya kanina sabi ko, yung 5 mo actually, mapupunta siya sa coefficient ng iyong y. You will have 2 over 5 y. That's your first term. And another term would be 4x squared over 5. That's your second term. Okay, may nagtanong, ma'am, totoo po ba pag 1 term, monomial, pag 2 terms, binomial? Yes. Pag 4 terms, pataas, polynomial. Okay, so polynomial is the general term. So yung monomial, kasi pag sabi mong poly, di ba marami? So actually, kapag 2 terms siya or 3-term polynomial, under pa rin siya sa polynomial. Okay, kasi poly means madami. Okay, so actually monomial and polynomials, yun yung dalawang group. So under your polynomials, meron kang binomials and meron ka ring trinomial. Actually, di-discuss din yan mamaya. Okay, so isa ko lang dito. Ayan yung terms ng algebraic, ng polynomial na ito. Type of polynomials. Ito yung tinatanong ni Genesis. Okay, so if we have a monomial, meron kang isang term. For example, 4x squared over y. Okay? Pag meron ka naman dalawang terms, ang tawag doon is binomial. 4x squared y plus 16. Okay, guys, clarify ko lang Ang monomial is not a polynomial. Okay? Sorry. Nasama ko lang siya dito kasi gusto ko na ipakita yung different terms na tawag natin sa ating polynomials. Okay? Pero technically, monomials are not polynomials. I'll edit this before I'll upload yung file sa Facebook group. Okay, so how about if we have 3 terms, we have trinomial. So 4x squared y minus 3z plus 16. Ano yung terms natin dito? Ito, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, naka-follow naman. So, minsan naman, pag pinapa-identify kayo ng type of polynomials tapos hindi nyo alam yung sagot, yung iba, yung nasa choices lang naman is polynomials with 5 terms. Ganon. Okay? Naka-follow naman dito. So, itong mga terms na to, monomial, binomial, and trinomial, based yan sa number of terms. Okay? Number of terms ang pinagbabasihan. So, sineseparate lang po yung mga terms ng plus and minus sa operation. What do you mean? What do you mean na sineseparate? Yun lang yung tawag mo kapag, okay, kung paano mo binibilang. Yes, So, itong 4x, so balik kaya kanina, this is considered a binomial. Okay, kasi meron kang 2/5 y plus 4/5 x squared. Okay? Okay, so degree of a term, sum of the exponents of the variables in a given term. So for example, if meron tayong 4x squared, sum of the exponents. Okay, so ang variable natin dito is x lang. Ang exponent ng x mo is 2, so the degree of this term is 2. Pagdating naman dito, 4x squared y, meron tayong ilang variables? Dalawa, x and y. Now, let's add yung exponents nila. Ang exponents natin dito is 2 and 1, kaya we will get 3. Okay, the degree of this term is 3. How about this one? 1 plus 3. Kasi again, guys, hindi isasama yung 2 ha, kasi 2 is the exponent of a constant. At tinitingnan lang natin is yung exponent ng ating variables. So, ng x and y lang. So, 1 plus 3, that will give us 4. Nakuha naman to? For the last example, I think nakuha naman. Okay, so now your turn, guys. Okay, magsagot tayo. For the first one, the answer here is 2 plus 3 plus 1. So, number 1, the answer here is 6. Sa number 3 naman, we have 2 plus 1. Okay, kapag walang may nakasulat, 1 yun automatically, ha? The answer is 3. Okay, we have, ay mali. Sorry, hindi to terms dapat, ha? Degree 6. Okay? Sorry, mali yung nakasulat. Degree 6 to dapat. Okay, or 6 degrees. Hindi terms. How about for the number 3? 1 plus 3. So, itong term na to, ang degree niya is 4. Okay? Yung term na 5, may degree ba siya? Wala, 0. Okay? Yung degree niya is 0 kasi wala naman siyang variable. How about this one? zy, ang degree ng term na to is 2. 4x raised to 6, ang degree niya is 6. Okay? So when you're asked ng degree of a term, titingnan mo yung bawat term. Okay? How about kapag yung tinatanong is degree of a polynomial? So basically, the degree of the term with the highest degree. So i-compare mo yung terms mo, ano may pinakamataas na degree doon, that would be the degree of the polynomial. Okay? So for example, here we have 4x squared. Since isang term lang naman siya, ang degree niya is 2. Okay? How about for number 2? Anyone? Ano yung degree ng polynomial na 6 squared xy cubed?
3.
Okay. Try again. Anyone? Okay, this is one term, guys, ha? So, yung degree mo dito, again, paano natin kinukuha yung degree ng term? Ina-add natin yung exponent ng variables. Okay? Within the same term. Okay? Sa iisang term. In this case, x raised to 1 and y cubed or y raised to 3. So, the answer here is 4. 1 plus 3. Paano po naging 4? This one ba, Daniel? Guys, iba na yung lesson na kanina degree of a term. Ngayon, ang pinag-uusapan natin is degree of a polynomial. Balikan lang natin yung degree of a term. Okay, so kapag ang tinatanong is degree of a term, for example, if you have 3x squared z cubed plus 4y plus 12. Okay, here meron kang tatlong terms. Pag tinatanong ka ng degree of a term, usually, syempre, sasabihin naman niya yan kung anong tinatanong niya specifically. Okay, so ngayon, let's identify the degree of each term. So here we have 1, 2, 3 terms. Okay? Ang degree ng isang term would be the sum, sana familiar kayo dito, summation, sum ng exponents of your variables. Okay? So take note, guys, ng variables lang so hindi kasama yung exponent kung meron man ng iyong constant. So for the first term, 3x squared z cubed, ano ang ating degree? Our degree would be 2 plus 3. Kasi 2 ito and 3. 2 plus 3, that would be 5. Okay, how about for this term? Y lang ang ating variable. Ano ang exponent niya dito? Kapag walang may nakalagay, that's equal to 1 lang. So here, our degree would be 1. How about for for the third term, which is 12? This is a constant. And ang degree ng iyong constant would be 0. Okay? Nakuha na to? So, kapag tinanong naman kung anong degree of a polynomial, i-compare mo sila. Okay? So, ito ang iyong buong polynomial. Identify your terms, identify the degree of your terms, and then compare those. We have 5, 1, and 0. Ang degree ng polynomial, okay? Ang degree ng polynomial natin would be yung pinakamalaki. So, since we have 5, 1, and 0, 5 ang pinakamalaki. So, yun ang degree ng ating buong polynomial. Okay, nakuha na yung difference? So, here, kaya yung 4x squared, since isa lang ang term, wala naman tayo i-compare, ang degree ng term na ito would also be the degree of the polynomial. So, this would be 2. So, for the next one, 6 squared xy cubed. So, again, wag niyong isama yung exponent ng constant mo, ha? Exponent lang ng variables. So, 1 plus 3, that would be 4. For the next one, ang degree ng first term is 3. Ang degree ng second term is 1. So, ang kukunin nating degree ng polynomial would be yung highest degree or 3. Okay. How about this one? X squared, degree 2. Y cubed, degree 3. 7, degree 0. So, ang ating degree ng polynomial would be 3. How about this one? 6 squared xy cubed plus 4x. First term, ang degree niya is 4. Second term, ang degree niya is 1. So, dapat, ang degree ng buong polynomial 6 squared xy cubed plus 4x would be 4. How about the last one? Here, ang degree natin sa first term is 11. Sa second term naman would be 1 plus 13 or 14. So, ang degree ng buong hindi ko na-edit. Ang degree ng ating polynomial would be 14. Sorry. This should be 14 na, hindi 3. Okay, your turn, guys. Magsabi lang ng done sa chat kapag tapos na. The degree of this polynomial is 5. Okay? Kasi ito, first term, 5. Second term, 1. So, the answer for... Okay. Number 2, what's your answer, Kristen Raydel? For number 2, 4xy plus 13, 7.
2 po.
The answer here is 2. Okay? Kasi itong 7 na to, exponent lang yan ng constant. So, hindi mo yan i-consider. So, 2. How about for number 3, JB? 13. Okay? Kasi, here we have 1 plus 3, that's 4. Ito naman ang degree ng term na to is 13. Kaya, 13 ang degree ng buong polynomial. Next one would be zy plus 4x raised to 6. Anong sagot mo, Kyla?
6.
6. Okay? Kasi first term, ang degree niya is 2. Second term, ang degree niya is 6. So, kunin lang natin yung pinakamalaki parate. Okay, here are the answers.